Good evening again. We want to welcome you to another edition of Maluche Connections. Sorry, we've been off the air for the past two Sundays. We do want to apologize for that. But Ambassador, today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you, and happy Father's Day to all of the fathers watching right now and will be watching us. We want to extend a happy Father's Day to everyone. Everyone. Happy Father's Day to the Lord Bishop LCL. Happy Father's Day to. I want to send a happy Father's Day to the Bishop of my Senate, Bishop Bill Gold. Okay, and also the Bishop of the Upper Swasiana Senate, uh, um, Bishop Craig Miller. Yes, and just everyone, the President of Aliyah. Happy Father's Day to you. And I will turn over to Ambassador and all of our team members here. Big Joe and uh, the chairman Abel Lewilly and the Reverend Zester Yakwazwu. We want to wish you all happy Father's Day. Just everyone. Seeing Brother Stephen Cover, just everyone. Go ahead, Ambassador. You take the time to wish some people happy Father's Day.
Well, thank you, Willie. I want to begin by wishing you happy Father's Day and all of our fathers on the set.
Thank you.
And I also want to thank our sister couple rather for wishing us happy Father's Day. I saw it in our chat room. I want to extend the greetings also to the bishop joining you to extend the Father's Day greetings to the bishop of our church, the Lutheran Church in Liberia, and extend the Father's Day to my own father, Deacon Jerry B. Tabodo Sr., and all of the fathers from the St. Andrews Lutheran Parish and all of the parishes in Liberia. I was privileged to have witnessed part of the service, the live service from the St. Andrews Lutheran Parish, and I noticed that one of our outstanding fathers who have been in that church for a very long period of time, by the name of Napoleon. Father Napoleon was crowned such Father of the Year today. I was so happy, and I want to extend my
For that, our ambassador, I think he just went off this heavy downpour of rain in the West African area. Okay, he's back with us. There we go. Good. Go ahead, ambassador.
Yeah, sorry, I think it was a network issue. As I said, I want to extend my appreciation to the council of the parish council and the clergy of the St. Andrews Lutheran Parish for at least putting smile on the face of Father Napoleon. We used to call him one or two. That's the nickname we got for him, one or two. And all of the fathers, again, like I said, from St. Andrews, St. Peter's, to Matthew, Trinity, and all of the parishes that we may not call yet. And Wendy, I also want to say and happy Father's Day to our guest, Reverend P, Reverend Thomas
Yes.
P.
Yeah.
Reverend Thomas P has been a father figure to most of us,
Yes.
and we are so glad to have him around. And today's show promises to be very fantastic and bombastic because Reverend seemed to have a lot that he will want to spill out. As usual, he always firebrand, and so we hope that we'll be able to get a lot more from him. So, Wendy, I want to say and thank you again. Sorry for the internet fluctuation. We in a fragile state, and so it becomes difficult for us to have a stable or internet facility. But I hope our viewers will understand what we're going through. That's part of the fragility. So, Wendy, what's up? I mean, how did you
Um,
spend it in church today? Did you go to church?
all right. So no, I actually did not go to church today. To be honest, my wife was returning this morning from a trip. So and the time that she was returning, I had to go to the airport to pick her up from there. So unfortunately, I did not go to church today, but spend the day with my little guys downstairs. And and quickly, I want to I want to say this quickly. From our congregation, People's Community Lutheran Church, there is a father who was honored today. Range for more. He's very hardworking, serviceable. In the at the congregation there. And you know what? It's been a long time we thought to honor this man. And for each time we tell you we're gonna honor, you say, no, you'll find different person, you'll find different person. But I don't know how they managed to pull this off, but he was honored today. So for the range for more, I mean, I thank God, you know, your honor today is very, very much deserving. And also speaking of honoring, and Brother Larry Mellin was honored today. Yes, as at Peaceful Lutheran Church, Brother Larry Mellin was honored today.
Oh, that's
But
that's
quickly,
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
yes,
Oh yes.
yes, yeah. You
Brother
know, I
Larry,
mean,
we want to
someone
wish you happy
not
Father's
only
Day.
right not only uncles and fathers, but someone that you know we all were together in the youth. Even though he's my senior, but we were all together. We saw all of you in the youth, and he was honored today. I'm proud that Brother Larry Mellin was honored today. Yes, I'm so proud about that. Um, but Ambassador, before we bring in Reverend, quickly on a very sad note, we just want to express, on behalf of the team here at Malutrian Connections, we want to say to the family, St. Peter's and the LCL, have our deepest condolences for the loss of our mother, Mother Tonopoli. You know, this Oma, she people say that every male was her husband, and I just met her on in April when we were in Liberia, and she said, "My husband, the Bella stay there." I said, "Yeah, we'll take care of the Bella. We'll take care of the Bella." But it's just so saddening to note that she's not here with us, And I remember those days when we went for Mon River District Assemblies, and she's the one that we will always carry to go and cook for us. I remember one time she wasn't doing too well, and we said, "Oh man, you just have to go." We beg her and beg her and beg her. She followed, she was able to go along with us. So, those memories and everything still live with us. And,
Which
it,
which
it's
parish which parish you came from? St. Peter's or St. Matthew?
St. Peter's, St. Peter's. She was at St. Peter's,
Oh.
yes. St. Peter's Lutheran Parish. Yes. So, and also to from my congregation here, People's Community Lutheran Church, we lost one of our founding members, Mother More Cox. More Cox retired. She went to Liberia. Yes. And I spoke with her. I said, one time she called me, she said, "Oh, Willie, I changed my number." So I said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, anything, like maybe," I said, "Liberia." We had several conversations, and then she said, if I want to, I told her, I said, "But if you want to come up here for a medical checkup, you can just come here and do your medical checkup and stuff." She said, "You boy, the poor can accept my Medicare here, so I'm fine with it. I will stay here." She was so happy being back home, staying with her grandchildren and everything like that. But unfortunately, I think it said this gone Sunday. According to information, she wasn't doing too well, so um, they had purchased ticket for her to come to the U.S. for some treatment, and the flight was scheduled for the evening hours. And by 2 p.m., she passed away in Liberia. So, yes. So into more Cox, and I know couple will be coming in quickly to give her own Father's Day greetings, but I will say this quickly: More Cox was someone who she didn't care. Okay, not in a negative way, but sometimes when we first started using online service, and when I make any mistake, I would tell the group, so, "Oh, I apologize." She said, "Oh, Willie, shut up, man. We tired. We apologize. You mess up. You mess up. Say you mess up. We don't want no apology from you." So I really do miss Auntie Moore. I used to call her Auntie More Cox. I pray that their soul will rest in perfect peace. So, couple, you just joining us, we want to say welcome to you. You are muted, couple. Yep. All right. So
Are you sure that couple is in the room listening, or maybe she just on but trying to settle down and
yeah, maybe she's trying. Maybe
yes.
she's trying to. Yeah, maybe she's trying to settle down. But
It,
anyway, no problem. We can continue. We can continue. Ambassador. Um we will
yeah,
continue from
yeah,
here,
yeah.
and we're gonna have our topic
So,
rolling as
Willie,
usual.
I,
Yeah.
I also want to join you to extend our sympathy to the bereaved family of Mother. You say how you call her, Tana Poe?
Yeah, Tana Puli. Couple will be one of the best person to pronounce that name well
Okay,
because she
okay.
always envy
Mother,
my
yeah,
relationship
Mother
with that
Tano
woman.
Pole.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Oh,
yeah, Mother
Mantolo,
Tano Pole.
Mantolo,
We
Mantolo.
want to extend our sympathy.
Yes, yeah, Mantolo.
Tolu,
That was
okay.
her
We
name,
want to extend
Mantolo.
our
Yeah,
sympathy
Mantolo.
to Mantolu
Yeah,
and the bereaved family of Mantolu.
right.
Yeah, and also to extend our sympathy to the St. Peter's parish.
Yeah,
I guess that she was part of one of the traditional choirs there because the picture
yes,
that was shown, I
yes.
saw her playing a sasa,
She always
one of
did. Yeah,
our local traditional instruments.
yes,
She was playing the sasa. For some of our international viewers who may not know what the sasa is I think it's a well-known traditional instrument being played all around in Africa.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's the sasa I saw her playing, and maybe subsequently, if we're going through the show and Willie got the picture, he will beam the picture so we can see and know
absolutely.
exactly who we're talking about. But we want to
Yes,
extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family and to the St. Peter's family
yes,
as a whole. Yeah.
yeah,
So I see couple coming in, going out. I don't know what is the situation. I think again it's the same fragility we're talking about, but
right.
we'll still proceed. So I think we're getting our guests prepared now, right?
Yeah, yeah. We have our guests in the back end and viewers. We just want to inform you that um, despite all of the challenges, our Reverend is still here with us. He planned to be with us, so he is actually traveling right now. But he's going to continue with us on the phone. Then later on, he will transition to his device once he gets to his destination. But today is the discovery of the long lost document and what's in that report. Everyone wants to know, Ambassador. Everyone wants to know what's in that report. Yeah. So again, we are very much happy, very much happy to have the Reverend with us, the Reverend Thomas P, and he is with us on the phone. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we are going to also be joined by our colleagues. Couple, we're trying to see how we can be able to get her on. We hope that our brother Leah Weddy will join and our brother Joe. I understood that Joe just got some employment. I don't know. We shouldn't announce it before the people. But I saw that he. But anyway, he posted that on Facebook, so he wanted for us to know. Yeah, and
Yeah.
some top managerial position in Densbury, Connecticut. So I was very
Connecticut.
very
Yeah.
Connecticut. Yeah, I was very
Yeah.
very impressed when I saw the post from brother Joel, and so I'm very happy, Joel. We are with you in prayers. We pray that you will continue to rise and. The sky will be your limit, and congratulations again on behalf of the network. That's a
Yes.
great start.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Witty. So do we? From the beginning, we're going to get our guests on the phone, right? And then subsequently,
Yes.
then we can bring in studio, right?
Yes, he is going to join us on the phone for now, and once he's at his he arrives at his location, then he can join us. But quickly, speaking of the I wanted to share this quickly with us. Sorry. All right. You know what? I think we can proceed. I saw the image right here, but for some reason it's not. Um, bear with us. It's in download. Hold on one second. Just bear with. I just want to um, screen this right here so that. Yeah, sure, sure. Okay, yeah. The revenue is with us. He's in the back end, and we're gonna be bringing up very shortly. Okay. Let me see. For for some reason, ambassador. For some reason, uh, something is happening right here. I just can't see some information. But Pastor, just give me a few seconds. I will get this done. I will get this done right here. Just a few seconds. Okay. All right. Hold on. What is? Oh, okay, okay. I was in the wrong. Sorry about that. I was in the wrong session. I just want to show this up real quick. Okay, so this is the model that we're talking about. See her smiles and everything, and we just, again,
Yeah.
family
Oh, yeah.
leaders. Yeah,
I,
that's
I
that's what
think,
we.
I think, I think, yeah,
You should remember
I
this
think,
face.
I
Yeah,
remember this face. Yes. I
yeah,
remember
you
this
should.
face. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, yeah. All right, but
She's,
yeah. Go ahead, Ambassador.
so we try to get a couple on, but I think couple will call via my phone on WhatsApp. We'll
Okay,
try to see if we can get her on because
sure, absolutely, sure, absolutely. But Ambassador,
so
yeah, I will turn over to you, and you can keep the ball rolling. We have the Reverend here with us.
all right. Good evening, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Reverend, good evening. Are you there?
Good evening, and Ambassador. I can hear you. Sometimes you drop, I don't hear you, but I'm hearing Willie.
All right, I will try to elevate my voice so that you can be able to hear me quite clearly. But I hope you are doing great and happy Father's Day.
Yeah, thank you very much, and happy Father's Day to you also. All of our little brothers have become fathers now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody,
Yeah.
Reverend.
everybody. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Yeah. So Reverend, so we are so delighted getting you on. Sorry for last Sunday. We had some technical breakdown, and so that was the reason why we could not continue the show. But we want to say thank you for your patience, and thank you for rejoining us this Sunday. So we will go right into the discussion. As you may know, we have been following up with the situation at LTI, and we wanted to get some information about some of the facts as it relates to the project that were going on there, and some of the role that you play as I think director when you were there. And so we received some documentations, and I think we want to begin discussing the documents. So can you give us some information about the document, if you will?
So, Reverend, the ambassador question is if you could give us information on um on this report, how it got missing and now it has been recovered. I mean, how did we get here? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, first of all. Let me first of all express my sympathy my son in the ministry, Reverend Yabazu, yeah, for the homegoing of his father. And congratulations to like you that see who have been tied down. And also to all of the brothers and sisters and that are listening to all we say, we thank God for celebrating a wonderful Father's Day today. Since I'm on the highway, sometimes there will be a drop, and later on I'll pick up. So I like to ask whether you are hearing me.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, great. I can hear Willie very clearly and not about me.
No, the ambassador is quiet yet.
We, we've been talking about this LTI business of the year, and I threw out a challenge, and to all of those who used to say that I put that LTI before leaving, and the present condition of LTI are contributed to this. So I wouldn't say much at the time because my turnover notes, we could not find it. Before I was assigned to 2012, I took over from the late Daniel Smith, and I stayed there 4 years, and I left July 2016. And good that before I left, I turned over to Reverend Bagla, whom I respect very much, and I read my turnover notes in the auditorium with the student president, LTO his representative, LGS has a representative there. And after I did that, I took Pablo on a field trip to see everything I was leaving. And he had the turnover notes with him. When we reached anywhere, I was say verify. He said yes. So I left LTI when LTI was still intact in terms of sustainability and the hope for the future. One of the strong group of LTI was the animal program. The animal program that was sponsored by ELCA was for the purpose of sustaining LTI and to restock the community that dependent of cattle during the war. So LTI have cows, we have goats, we have sheep. Besides that, we had a poultry program through LGS. The COS were also operating the trade school for the teacher program for the challenge youth. We had 7 different trades there. That was auto mechanic, that was building trade, electricity, agriculture, plumbing. We had cosmetology. There were about 7, and it was going fine. We recruited students from all over, Anima, from Bapu, from Lupa, from Bong, from Maserado. We had, when I was there, the student population got set up to 125. In fact, it went up as high as 167. So the vocational school was really working. The LDS was supporting the vocational program through COS and other partners. We also had agriculture that was the poultry. Because of this poultry, we at LTI was able to send one Alice Hour, who now work for Camp for Peace. Alice Hour, we sent her to Japan. She was 3, and she came back to work both in the classroom and on the field. Today, Alice is still in Salary, but she works in Camp for Peace because LTI just broke down and lost the program. And so we were producing eggs. If you look in the report, some of the report I sent to you, you wouldn't believe that we were producing eggs that was supplying also salary and all the community around. Chicken that was selling, and then when we were improving, we decided that we wanted to we built the hatchery, so we're about to buy the incubator. And I don't know what that was bought before I left. And fast forward, we had rice machine. We had a small machine our 9-year installed. It was brought at pretty deal of Esther Thomas. It was still new. And some of the company was still in plastic, sitting there. We had a generator, and then another generator was bought for the footprint, 13 kVA. That one was brand new. Besides that, we had up to maybe 28 cows or so. But when I left, right now the cow that Dr. Sidney has on his farm, we supply that here and he bought them from us. And if you can remember, in 2014, during the first convention of Bishop Sayanko, LTI donated a cow that was still at the convention as a way of telling the people that LTI is always good for sustainability.
I think we lost the yeah, we okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
So besides that, we had mattresses in the dormitory toilet. We have mattresses, even the director house. You could only go there with your clothes and your baby could make things up. There were chairs. So we rock the guests that were relocated, we put in beds and mattresses, and we were able to buy bedding, enough bedding into that place we had, and generator was bought for the guest house, refrigerator were there, and then there was soup in there. In another portion of LTI, we had the fish pond or growing fish.
So Wait, before Reverend started to narrate, we want to understand some context. Can you
Reverend?
Yeah.
All right. We want to bring your attention to something real quick. Ambassador will be coming in. If you can just listen, Ambassador will be coming in.
Yeah. So Reverend, we want to understand some context. We want you to put this discussion, especially as it relates to the report, in context for us. Before we start going into the nitty-gritty. Firstly, we're talking about discovery of the long lost report. When did the report get missing, and how was it discovered?
When I made a report, the Department of Education took a copy. LTI Central Office had a copy. The school, LTI, had a copy with the director. When these things started to come out, I left a computer there, so I did not take a copy of this report with me because it was in the computer that I left there. So we could not find it. So when Bishop Bible set up the verification committee, the principal in there, I asked him to look there. And told me, I said, you look in the office of the director, because I asked Director Willer. Willer said he never saw any turnover report from me. As far as he concerned, there were no turnover report. But when Willer left, the principal people kept searching among all the rules of documents, and they came across my report. Then later on, the supervisor office that Eric took over also looked into me and said, we found your turnover report. That's how the report's office. And so that report is in the hand of the verification committee, specifically Honorable Alexander Gabu. He got it.
All right. So then the next question I would like to ask, now that the report has been discovered, what has been the findings so far? I'm looking at the report, but from your end, now that it's in the verification of Brother Honorable Alexander Kagu's hand, what now is the next step? Are they reviewing the report to see how they can come up with some results, or are they calling you in for some explanation? What is the next step?
I can't say that now they will be the right person to answer that question, because they have a scheduled visit to LTI for the verification. So when they get there, then all of us who have been directors at LTI since I left, we will be called. Unfortunately, Fatla is ill, but Willa is still around. He is the past immediate director of the Legal Training Institute. So he will go and give account of all the things. How the training card disappeared, how all the mattresses disappeared, how the cows disappeared, how the fish and the chicken and everything disappeared, and many other things they will have to do. They will call us. Thank God the report has been formed, so they will see what I left when I was leaving. I'm happy about that.
All right, wait, just one more from my end, then maybe you can come in. But Reverend, we fortunately have several documents that we've been going through. Some of them appear to have been the project design or the proposal itself, and then the report. One of the reports that we're looking at is an evaluation report on the 2014 LTI Animal Project that was conducted. So let us look at the evaluation report in the meantime on the Animal Project. I would want you to please share light with us as it relates to the total number of cattle you had. I mean, on LTI when you were there as the director, and what were some of the challenges so far as it relates to that project?
I can say up here for sure regarding the
Hello?
Are you there?
Yes, we are listening, Reverend.
Okay, so like I said, the report, I mean, a part is not before me, but the call.
Yeah, go ahead, Reverend. All right, folks.
Yeah, folks. I think we got we got the internet challenge. But before Remy can come back on with it,
yeah,
I see the evaluation report, and looking at the evaluation
right.
report and looking at the impact of this report. Okay.
I think he's coming in, Ambassador.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah, we're listening. We're listening.
Sometimes we spot the power for the community and people who come to bar. So before I left,
Yeah, I think he's having a challenge, Ambassador.
Yeah. So I'm very fascinated by the outcome of the evaluation, and
Yeah.
Is he on?
Remy, are you there? Yeah, he's still trying to connect. So
okay.
For me, I want to go back. I want to go back a little bit. Okay, he's trying to join us. He's trying to join us. 1 second. All right, I think he's still trying to connect. But why he's trying to connect, Ambassador? I'm looking at this report from what Reverend is saying. Okay, he turned over to the Reverend Peter D. Packler and the Reverend Peter D. Parker turned over to Father Wheeler. Okay, so it's two people in between. All right, there's a comment here. I think we can let's try to flag that and just look at it real quick, Ambassador. This is a comment from the Dean of Monrovia District. Say good evening, folks, from my little corner outside of Liberia. Reverend is always on the move. He said, okay, Reverend Wheeler took over from the retired pastor, Peter D. Pakla. Have you guys identified the turnover report from Reverend Pakla? It will be a big jump to skip the report of the former director and go back to former P. Yes, you are right, Reverend. But Reverend Pierre came on the show. We had a conversation, Ambassador, and Reverend Pierre told us that his report, it was his report he was concerned about, that his report cannot be found. So he did not actually inform us that he did not inform us that, you know, the author's report cannot be found, but he said specifically his report. And he was so particular about his report because he, according to him, his report outlined all of the achievements that, you know, that was made under his directorship at LTI. And Reverend P, while on the show, said that when he goes to LTI, or if anyone goes to LTI today, see the current, you know, situation of LTI, the environment, he's wondering what's happening to those, you know, gains that were made on his, you know, on his directorship. I think that's where the concern is right now. So, Reverend Dean Jala, you are right, but I think those that will be, you know, clothing authority to handle all of that will be the verification team. You know, Ambassador, the verification team has to get the report from Reverend P. We get the former BA's report. The Reverend Peter D. Pakla get his report, get the report from Reverend Wheeler, and, you know, put all of the three reports together and try to find and analyze and say, okay, from here to here, what happened? You know, but for us, Reverend P came on the show and told us that, you know, people said, you know, he did not make any report, but he showed that he made a report, but his report cannot be found. But now the long lost report has been found. And when you go at LTI, you know, so for me, I'm just, you know, hoping that Reverend P can come back on here with us, because I have questions on, you know, how the report was turned over. Oh, okay, Ambassador, we have the Reverend here with us. We have Reverend P here with us. Yeah, go ahead, Reverend P. Go ahead.
I wanted to make a conclusion. I said,
yes,
those papers that are before you, they are the testimony of my existence. You have someone who monitors the project, who evaluates the project.
Yeah.
It puts you at the level of the institution. When it comes to institutional evaluation, that gives you, and what we call it, that is your grade card.
Yeah.
That is your grade card. So that evaluation report by Maxima is the grade card of LTI when I was there.
Okay.
Then from there, you see project proposal that we wrote.
Right.
You see the sustainability plan there. Then the next one is with my report. My report will show to the people what I left at LTI when I was first there.
Okay.
Those documented as witnesses to my participation and my administration, and they follow verify whether I broke down LTI or LTI declined during my administration, but we may not be saying I broke down LTI.
Right.
I'm exceptionally happy. Very, very happy that the report was on. By that report, I can be indicted, I can be vindicated.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to say thank you so much, Reverend P. I will I got a lot more observation that I would like you to clarify, but I will give my colleague Willie the chance to come in. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. So, Reverend, it's good that you want to clear the air, because that's how I see it. That first, you've been accused that during your administration at LTI, like LTI went from good to worse. But according to you, where you met LTI at the time, you developed on the existing,
Yes.
the existing projects that were at LTI. You develop on those existing projects, and you enumerated some of the gains that you made. So for you to be accused that it was during your tenure that LTI has gone down in ruin. That's why you're trying to clarify. But one thing I want to get one thing I want to understand here, Reverend. So
Yeah.
it said that when your report was turned over to the director who succeeded you, okay, is it that report was not turned over to the Reverend Wheeler, or because I'm kind of confused right there, because you turned over your document, but Wheeler is saying that he did not get it, but there's a middle director. Can you just speak to it a little bit for for me, just to clear my confusion?
Pagla did not leave LTI in a normal way.
Okay.
Pagla got seriously sick. He had to be transferred.
Okay.
He was not sacked. He was not removed.
Right.
But Pagla got sick. Today he's still sick.
Okay.
So a sick person, you will not be in a position to do a turnover note.
Right.
But one thing I can vouch for Pagla, he has been a very honest man, and he continues to be.
Oh, absolutely.
That I know about it. Yeah, Pagla is very sincere and honest. That one I can say it about him.
Yeah.
So I don't think that during his time, any unwholesome things went on. I don't know about the Pagla that I know wouldn't have let LTI in ruin the way it was. I was not there. I don't know when this guy took over, who handled his document, or whether he went in the file to see what was the LTI. I don't know. So Wule can testify. And one thing I said, some people were angry with me. I said, at least the cow got legs, if the war and get lost in the bush. But what about the mattresses? What about the generator? What about the red machine, the personal machine, and all the other things? You don't have legs. So Wule should make himself available on this platform to defend himself. Because I'm there to defend myself. Let's see who is who.
Okay.
We don't know. So the verification committee will have to find out.
Right. A whole lot the verification committee has to help us with, because that was going to be my next question. That your report wasn't found according to information, but was there any report from the your two successors? And you've just clarified that the manner in which the Reverend Peter Dipakla left from LTI. And I mean, I can also add that I know the Reverend Dipakla very, very well, from our days at St. Matthew's up until him serving as the assistant to the bishop. That also I can vouch for the Reverend as well. I work with him at St. Matthew very well, as a deacon, from deacon to a Reverend, and all of that. Yeah. So I mean, thank you very much for the clarification, because I was just concerned that if your two successors ever made a report. But I'm not too sure if you are aware of the Reverend Wheeler leaving a report as well.
No, I am not aware. He and I had some interaction.
Okay.
The only thing I know, Bishop was asking for the generator. Bishop was very concerned because they were guests going. And then our bishop, when Bishop called, he said, I left the generator with somebody in Salaye. So Bishop said, let us go and find our person. He gave us the name of the person we went. The person said, yes, he left the generator with me. There was some other thing Bishop wanted to know. The man said, no, he didn't leave this with me. He didn't leave this with me. He never left anything besides the generator. Bishop said, okay, no problem. So Bishop said, please report that generator to LTI, to the dean of the Lower Lupa district, who is a caretaker right now with a team that there. And I think the man reported that because when we went for the LTI meeting, planning meeting, I saw a generator, whether that was a generator, I don't know. But I know Bishop said the man came Bishop, it is true Bishop he had a generator. So whether he left her what report, whether he didn't leave it, what his activities at LTI was, I was not director and I had no people to look into his affairs. And one thing about the LCL, they said, you must stay on your lanes. So I stay on my lanes. And my report was full. I'm happy. And I can now get on the highway for clarification.
Thank you so much, Reverend. I will pass over to Ambassador to come in.
Yeah, Reverend, thank you so much. From the report, the extended report that was done by, I think, LDS 2020 in 2015. That report seems to be very good. I see that it gives a lot of good recommendation and way forward. But there's a breakdown in the report. I don't know if you are okay with the report and whether you can be able to share light on this breakdown, because I see some discrepancy in the figure as it relates to the sale of. I see some discrepancy in the figure, so if you're okay with that and you can get breakdown to us. It said there are some total 552 that was better from the sales of eggs, chicken, toaster.
I'm on a vehicle going, so if I was sitting at my computer and then you throw the question, then I'm able to go there and get in touch with Hillary Boy, and then he said there is some discrepancy, right?
Yes, Ambassador is concerned about some figures.
And I see the figures as it relates to the months and the items. Because I understand that you were able to generate a total amount of 6,552. But the breakdown it seems to be over 6,552. And that is from the auditors. That's from the auditors or the evaluators that the project from LTI. Yes.
Ambassador?
Yes.
Ambassador, are you there?
Yeah, he's here. He's listening.
We too had a problem, but when we realized the figure were not, the difference was not alarming and to destroy what he had done. We saw it though. Like for instance, the eggs they're talking about there's an approximately, I don't know whether that word is there, approximately, because that's the monitor, the one who did the monitoring and the evaluation. They did not come from the game for L. They are hired by LDS to do that thing, and theoretically, that's what they do. So he made report. And we're still here. And when you have a concern, I can get him informed, maybe he can clarify that. But we look at the report, we need to, as of even people look at it, and there was no problem. You know, people will always make mistakes in some of those things. But it's not the table, so I didn't want to get into it.
Okay, you consider that to be a mistake, and we all agree that there can be human error. So we hope that we'll be able to dig deeper into the report and look at some of the other issues as I was going through. But the overall gave some good credit. It talks about the transformation that it brought to the citizens in IA. They also talk about the fact that the project was able to improve the economy there, and also generate some income for the LTI itself. So now that at least you get some of your fair and that you're reporting from. What is it now that you pursue? I mean, especially when you were accused of being there as director and the institution was at a downturn. So what is it now that you try to pursue?
Can you echo that so I can hear it?
Yes. So ambassador is asking what is the end goal here? What are you trying to pursue? Like, you know, now that we have the
report now, you know, has been some air of you know, of some. So I mean, at least because that report was serious, that was a kind of carry.
I understand it. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you. Go ahead, we're hearing you.
I understand it. I'm not pursuing anything. I want to clarify and encourage the verification committee to go to LTI and do the verification in what happened. Look, that's our institution.
Right.
COS spent a lot. The other day, Tim told me he's finished with LTI when it comes to the animal project because it was for sustainability.
Yeah.
Who took the cover for LTI? I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we are still ready. Who took the 3D vehicle and sold it? Who took the rest milk? Because of milk. Who took the mattresses? Now LTI is trying to open LTI, so you need to go to that mattresses again. For me, I want to investigate and bring this to a conclusion. Because it put us not only on the repetition of work, but also me, because I left from there, it will honor me LTI decline. Thank God there is a report. There's evaluation.
But Reverend Pay, that's a very good question you raised as it relates to the issue of battles, especially in but in the conclusion, as it relates to this evaluation, it's stating that there was 125 deaths of animal related. I think that is to shortage of animal feed and the lack of it. So apparently, it looks like some animal died because they didn't have sufficient food. Do you want to run away?
So, Reverend. So, ambassador concern here is this: that some of the in the report, some of the cattle died. I think it was based on not being fed adequately. So, he's asking what Sorry, Ambassador. What was that again? He said some of the animals died, and what
So
happened again, Ambassador?
he said he know what happened to the cow. What happened?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Ambassador
Ambassador's trying to say that
the report is stating that because of some short of animal feed, some of the animal, the cattle died.
Yeah,
In total, could that be some reason why the cows are there or the sheep are not there?
So okay, so thank you very much, Ambassador. So Ambassador's question is this: that according to the report, some of the cattle died. Okay, and it could be because they were not fed adequately. So maybe that could be a basis for which the cattle were transferred from LTI to wherever they are today or wherever they are not. Oh,
no, the report
says that.
The report didn't state specific. The
report did not state specifically or cow or
as a result of shortage of the feed.
Okay.
Die. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Some of the reason why he could not find it.
So the Reverend is saying that were pigs. Some of the pigs, did not survive. The pigs that died, not the cat, not the cow. But so, Ambassador, I want to ask this question to the Reverend though. I want to ask one or two questions. One, you mentioned that the generator was formed in, did you say Salala or Salaye? Okay, and that's what LTI is in Salaye. Okay, so I think the investigation committee will go after that. But I want to ask this question, Reverend. I want to ask this question. Yeah. So I want to ask this question, Reverend. So when did you take over from? When did you take over at LTI as the director? 2012.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the?
The cow already there. Let me tell you this. When I took over, I read. I got there and I saw some documents. Daniel kept a very good record. The cow that I expected to have seen at LTI was the Jesse. The Jesse is the milk producing cow.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got there, the other Jesse I saw. Even Timba got frustrated. The lady that came to see the cow, she just got angry and got in the car and she went back from Korea. Because the money they put in for the cow, that's not the cow before. LTI was supposed to be producing milk. Instead, they brought in Malian cow. I was there. However, we managed to hit it. And we had one guy there called Johnny. He had about 22 rice. He had room. So he was producing the cows. And that's how the cow was growing, actually. So I took over from Smith. But honestly, we improved the poultry a lot. We improved the poultry, we improved the bigger, we cooking, a lot of cooks and sheep. We didn't buy a cow because the cow was producing already. All we did was to build the cow, what they call, the barn for the cow, where they would rest in.
Mm-hmm.
And what we did, and then we fenced it, and we made sure they were medicated. And the students were using the animal. They were practicing because they were going out in the area of agriculture, so they would go there to help to do the medication and other things. And when Alice came, Alice ensured that the poultry worked, and the students, it was going fine.
So Reverend, I want to ask a question, right? The reason why I asked you when you took over at LTI, the dean has a comment in here And it's very interesting to also if you can also provide information on this, right? So the thing comment here is that the he's suggesting that we look at reports from back as far as 2008. Okay, when the government of Sweden, through the Church of Sweden, donated 1 million US grant for the building of the rebuilding of LTI. Okay, and no, no, I'm coming. No, yeah, I'm coming. So you make comment on that, and then he also informed us that the Archbishop of the Church of Sweden traveled with the delegation to Liberia in 2008 in April to sign this memorandum of understanding. Right, and so the question here is, was that money or was the funds provided to the LCL, and what happened to it? You know,
I can't account for that. I can't give any information regarding that.
Okay.
But I know the rehabilitation I hope that there was a big rush. People have so much interest. You know, the LTI got repaired 3 times and it got destroyed 3 times. The last repair was done by US.
Right, the Church of Sweden.
The time I was there, yeah,
So, Reverend, the network today is.
But Willie, Willie,
we have with us the Reverend. Go ahead, Ambassador. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Willie, I take keen note of Dr. Jala's comment.
Yes, I'm very interested in it too, though.
Yeah, but we will want to know the scope of the scope of the verification committee. I mean, remember we made some frantic efforts to try to see how we could be able to get them to come on. Then later on, you refresh my memory, but I cannot remember.
Right. So we try to get the full
committee to test us a bit of work,
right,
and to tell us, you know, what's happening. So at least the public, but committee looks at the work is sacrosanct. So it's difficult to understand, but we want to know the scope. What are they going as far as 19 days or 18 when the church was established? What is the scope that should be limit? You understand? So that's the concern.
No, yeah, we are here, Reverend, and then I also want to ask the Reverend this question, Reverend.
I was there. I went to on a recording. Union led us, and then...
All right. The Reverend is, you know, I mean, as we stated earlier, he's traveling, right? So right now he's trying to connect. My concern here is the question that Reverend Jala posted right here. Okay, the $1 million. Okay, was it in his predecessor report? That's what I want to know. Was it okay? Hold on 1 second. We have the Reverend here over. Yeah, go ahead, Reverend.
The money did not come to. At least when I was there, I did not receive a sign for this 100,000 that was coming. They went straight to the products of the LCLSS. That's what I knew. And LCLSS were like managing the LTI academic school and other things that was. So even when the former vice president, Wakai visited LTI, and then him and I had talks, and then I told him about the condition of LTI, what we needed. He pledged and paid $40,000 United States dollars, and told me to go to his office to collect that money. He was going to send me to the Ministry of Finance. when I got to Monrovia, I heard that the money has been collected already by the church, and I was not the one that was supposed to collect it. And I got angry about it. Let me be very frank with you. I got angry about it. And I was so angry to the point that, the vice president has said to me, you should come and pick up the truckload of used clothing for the students. So I told them, you don't go for the used clothing, I'm not going there. I didn't see in the turnover notes of Smith, Smith left notes there. I read it and I left the file right there, but I did not see in his turnover note $1 million United States.
Okay.
The LCSS have all the documents. Let me be frank with you today.
Okay.
All the documents.
Okay.
So Reverend Pay.
Reverend, are you there?
I am there.
Okay. Ambassador is coming. Go ahead, Ambassador.
Reverend Pay, I think this LTI issue still concerning, and why it is a report has been found. It is important for some of these details to be looked at. And I hope that even those that you're waiting for the committee, the asset and verification committee to call you, but I think it's also important you can be able to press for a schedule. You can be invited to explain some of these details, because we don't know the time period. Example for this verification committee has to be correct. I'm waiting. If you know, you can tell me. I know. And I don't know the scope, how far back they are going to look at the issue of some of the documents we're talking about. And so I'm concerned about you, Reverend, specifically you being one director and one of the directors. And looking and holding everything constant, you see that the LTI is dwindling and deplorable. And what sort of case may be, it'll have to come from administration to administration. So are you thinking on going to ask now that the report has been out, so that at least if there's any inquiry you can be able to answer to them?
I think you clearly, but if you're asking me whether I can make myself available to answer question, yes,
yes. Since your report has been found, that is, I mean, in case of any inquiry, are you pressing so that you can be able to make yourself available so that you can at least clear the air once and for all?
If I had that intended, I wouldn't have made available some of the documents.
That's fair enough.
Now that you have made available some of the documents, that's first step. The next step is I want you to pursue them so that they can call you in, so that you can be able to explain some of these things. That's my point. And when are you doing that? Not wait for them to call you, but you pursue to see if you can go there. That's my question.
They got their own timetable. The verification committee got their own timetable. I know they are collecting documents. Again, because the other thing I heard Bishop say, some of them are busy, they are about to start again. Everything that Bishop wants to see verified, he said to me, he will verify. He said, any of you guys who are close to me, you get involved in a negative way, and you be the best. And I trust him for that, and I respect him for that. It is my prayer that you pursue that. We need some of these things to be clear. Look, for LTI, it's saddening when you go there to see what it is. It is saddening. It is saddening. And we who are director there, we should be able to give account of our stewardship when we're there.
That is exactly my point, because rumor will have it that the bishop will want to shield some of his close buddies, and so that is the reason why I'm saying that the report now is out. I know that the committee has a timetable, but if people see you making efforts to tell them, look, the report is out and I need to come in so I answer for my stewardship, then they understand that Reverend Pay is really intending to clear the air. So that was exactly my point. And at least you try to bring it up to say that the bishop is firm about that. And all of us are firm about it because we want to see this thing coming to a logical conclusion.
Especially, ambassador, especially when people say, during election, that man there put down LTI. He did this, he did that. He did this, he did that. So, I want.
Yeah. Okay, he's back. Yeah, we're having some. I mean, it's a very interesting topic, though. But the Reverend Thomas Jala made a comment here again as well, and you see here that he's encouraging us, and I believe he was also, or he is, a former director of LTI. Because if you look down here, he said us. Okay, he said that LTI is a project under the supervision of the Office of the General Secretary. So please go to the Office of the General Secretary for all the past turnover and handover narrative reports from all the former directors in the archive. All former directors are Lutherans, and only one of us late. The asset verification process is very cardinal and should be implemented. It's very important, Ambassador.
I quite agree with you.
Yes.
And what I see is that the issue of accountability and transparency is very key to this administration of Bishop Padmo. Bishop Padmo was elected on the mantra of being transparent and accountable. Bishop Padmo started very rigorously, and that momentum. Can you please put this thing down? And that momentum is what I think we don't want to die. You understand? And Bishop Padmo really showed the international partners, Lutherans outside of Liberia, that he meant business. And that is the reason why when he set up the Asset Verification Committee, of course, that everybody cried that they wanted for it to be established, and all of these things. And we are very happy that the process is going on. But I think what we need to do really, we need to get back, because every time we get to these committees and we try to see how we understand. When we get in this committee, we try to talk to them and we'll say, we know we're going to come, and we won't go. We don't want the granular details. But we want basically to just tell us your scope, and what is under your remit. I mean, just this kind of basic information, generic information in the meantime, so people understand that the process is still going and ongoing, and things are in place. But you talk to this committee, okay, I'm coming, and later on, I talked to my working in committees, and they said that we have not presented a report yet, so we'll present a report coming. As a verification committee, and that was the situation. We tried to come and we want to take our time to do this and all that thing, so we come. And you see, that's the problem. Who manage the information? And you keep the information so much so to the point where you get people speculating. You get people assuming that it becomes a challenge. Because instead of you coming on, let me put it this way, instead of you coming on the offensive, in providing information, people start now to spin the narrative for you and provide information for you. And you come in return on the defensive to say, no, it was not this. So every step along the way, we go ahead to say something. For example, what's happened to the police case? The case is in court. Has it reached in court with the colleagues who embezzle from the church? What's happened to that? What's happened to the issue of the verification now? How far are they in terms of the verification? These are things that needs to be coming up gradually. And every time we touch base with some of the heads of the committee, so we bring it out to the public so that people understand, oh, we're working through committee, we got to be. I don't understand. And Bishop got to take it for this because he always follow us, and he came on the basis on the matter of transparency and accountability, and he wanted an open church.
Right.
So the processes be open so that people know.
You see, Ambassador, I share the same frustration, and I would say that, that it was very unfortunate that at the very 11th hour that, the committee on treasurer search, will tell us that, oh, we have not made report, the committee is doing X, Y, and Z, so, we cannot appear. You can still appear and just talk about, what you guys are doing. Because mind you, you are giving TOR when the committee was formed, okay? You are giving some work to do. We're not saying come and give us report if you haven't not made your report, but you come and talked about it. We all know the treasurer has resigned. It's not any secret, okay? We all know the treasurer has resigned. We all know now at LTI, people had to go there and use color to keep brushing boots, and they called raccoon, they called groundhog, and perhaps snake, and everything was running all around the place, okay? But just come and talk to us. I want to applaud the effort of the same brother, Honorable Gagu. Gagu was willing to come. But at some point again, at the 10th, 11th hour, there was some turnaround. So Gagu had to come under the position of transition chairperson. That's how he came on the show. You can still come and talk about what is unfolding. I mean, that's it. We are in a new age. We're in a new era that things cannot just be hidden forever.
Okay? And really, look, you don't have to give, like you said, you don't have to give the detail.
You don't have
for example, the treasurer search, the search committee for the treasurer.
Right.
Basically to just say, yes, the treasurer resigned. There's our TOR. We are in the process. So more persons apply or did this, and then we're going through the process. We don't want the findings. The finding later on can be given to the bishop, and maybe if they want, the bishop to come and talk about it. But we just want to, for example, the chemistry of the committee, who are all those constituting the committee, and maybe give us some background of the people that are constituting the committee. So again, we cannot have conflict of interest like we have for the GS search. And all these different kind of debates start to come up, and all the kind of things that people see. And again, I'm redirecting it to our Lord Bishop. Our Lord Bishop was hailed for the fact that he came on the matter of transparency and accountability. And when he came, he said to the people, the Lutheran people, he said to Lutherans that I am going to make sure that nothing will be in the dark, and will explain all of this so people understand what's happening. And people believe in him and will still believe in him. So some of these committee heads and things, he needs to tell them, look, you guys go and appear so that people understand what's happening. Even if you give synopsis, it will be highly appreciated. People around know for the something happy. What's happening to the case? What's happening to the case? I mean, are the guys now in court? I mean, have this transition from the police to the court? What's happening? If they're in court and say you cannot discuss it, it's in court, fine, then we understand. What's happening to other processes that we've been following? You see? So these are things that we contact them and we try to make efforts to bring them on board. And, they say, okay, yes, come. And later on, the 11 hours, as you stated, they just say we're working through committee and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. And these things brings a lot of speculation. And when people start to speculate, it also breeds confusion. Then people start to narrate and interpret things differently. Then who on top of the information, instead of providing the information, you start defending.
Right. So this is the thing, Ambassador. This is the point, Ambassador. Even here in the US, right? quite recently, I will give an example. Quite recently, and I don't mean to kind of use this as an example, but I just want to use this, right? A lady in Florida, okay, she went to her neighbor's house and trying to knock on the door, and this lady, when she shot, from behind the door, hit her neighbor and her neighbor and her neighbor, and I mean the rest of the story, the neighbor did die, okay, but her lawyers are there. You have federal prosecutors, all of them, they are there. But they do speak during news conference. And when the journalists ask them some questions, they say, listen, we are still in the investigation stage. We cannot speak on that. But they still provided information. So what is it with what is it with us? Okay, what is it with us? So, like you are saying, this whole thing, they're going to create a situation where people will start to speculate, and when people start to speculate, when we try to also to investigate and uncover some of this information and try to ask questions, then they're saying that we are attacking them because that's how we've been branded as. Oh, when people, we don't want to come there because when we come there, you people attack us. No. The Reverend Jala has come on the show multiple times. The Reverend Thomas Ipe is right here on with us on the show. Okay, the bishop comes here every last Sunday, every last Sunday. The Reverend the Reverend Allison, he appeared on the show before. Okay, and along with the Reverend Philip Nushin, a lot of people have appeared. So why can't you just appear and provide information? It's all about providing information. And like you said, the issue of the case in court, now we are not hearing about it. That's one. Okay. The issue also with, I mean, collection of funds, the money, the Lukwa money. Questions were asked. How did we arrive at that point? That we asked Lukwa if, you just told us that we owe money, then we start paying. How did we get to that point of even start collecting money? Okay. But some of these things, when you try to ask questions, you reach out and you are told, okay, sometimes there's no response. But, again, to the comment from the Dean Jala, we're going to reach out again to those who are in authority, those who have, those who we can reach out to. We're going to reach out. And again, I want to say this publicly. We want to try to reach out to the Secretary General again of the Lutheran Church in Liberia to see if he can avail himself to come here next Sunday to just speak to the church. Come here and speak to the church. Talk about some of the projects in the church. We don't have to go you don't have to go into details, some information that you are still working on, okay? But you can still speak to the church about some of the developments that are going on in our church, okay? And if there's some, if there's need for clarification in some areas, you can clarify. Then to leave our people speculating, I think it's wrong and it's very dangerous.
Yeah, Woody, and I really want to say that my Lutheran Connection or the MLC talk is the platform for all Lutherans, and this is the surest way that we can be able to get information out to our partners in and out of the country. So we want to employ all of our various heads of programs, and we are coming out pretty soon with our new outline, where we will have a spotlight on the parishes. Woody will make sure that he will elaborate a little more on that, and we will want to go into different parishes, all of our parishes in the LCL, getting the pastor and the council chairperson to come out and tell us what's going on at the level of the parishes, what's going on in the churches. And then from there, we're going to look at heads of programs to come out and tell us what, because like that, it helps everybody to know things that are going on from one parish to another parish in the entire LCL. It creates that loop, it creates that network, so we understand and see how we can be able to build our church together. You understand? And then it helps us also to look at those loopholes to see how we can close the loopholes. Look, the MSC talk is not there to castigate and to condemn anybody. The platform is built to make the church better. The platform is built for progress, for us to be able to avail the opportunity to many other persons who are in authority to come and speak to their flocks, so people understand what's going on, and if they can be able to support, they be able to support. We're taking our time. more than 2-3 hours to sit here, not because we don't have other things to do. Not because we don't have other things to do, but we do these things so that we are able to create the avenue for other individuals to understand what's going on in our church. So we are not here to castigate. We are not here to condemn. No, that is not our role. Our role is to help to build the church. We beg in the indulgence of our leaders. So please, when we provide the opportunity, we reach out to you and you give us the assurance that you will appear on the show, be sure, and then you come. Even if you are not coming to discuss the detail, the nitty-gritty, but at least you can come to give summary information that will allay the suspicion in the mind of other people. You know, so we just want to say that, so that at least our leaders of the church can understand the role we are playing here. And we want to thank the bishop for availing himself and giving us the opportunity to reach out. So whether I think we're trying to see how we can reach out to Rabbi McKay, I see him following us, or so that we can be able to start talking about the church, talking about the programs and everything. And we'll start meeting with our various pastors in the various parishes and the council, so that we can start talking about the development at the parish level, you know, from church to church, so that everybody else can be able to understand what's going on in the church specifically and the LCL in general.
That's true. Absolutely, Ambassador. Yes. So speaking of programs, so very shortly, very in a very soon, you know, in the very not too distant future, we are coming up with programs such as, you know, inside into our parish spotlight, and we'll be looking at programs as well, and also we will be looking at like we are looking into a midweek program. Okay, we're looking to a midweek program.
Let me cut you off, Willie, before you start giving the outline. See what Reverend Jala, Dr. Jala is saying.
Let me comment on that.
He's saying that Father Flomo is really not the chair of the church. So I think Mother Yama is the one who is the chair, the president for the women, right?
Yeah. But this is the thing, though, Ambassador. Yeah. You agree with me also that the Secretary General of an institution or a committee or a program is also powerful. I'm not saying powerful as equal to the chairperson or the president, but the Secretary General is this person is the nucleus of that, you know, that organization or that committee or so. Like you have the Secretary General of the LCL. This office is very powerful. You have the bishop. Our Lord Bishop is there. The office of the bishop is a powerful office. But the Secretary General, that office too, you don't overlook that office. That office is very, very powerful. Okay, information coming from that secretary, from that office, the office of the secretary. I mean, it's something that we have to take serious consideration to. That, for example, the collection of funds came from the office of the Secretary General. Okay, enumerating who or, you know, let's say institutions, and breaking down how payment should be made and who payment should be made to. Okay, so I agree that Father Gavler, Father Gavler Flomo is not the chairperson, but the chair he also reached out to the committee, and the committee told him, or the committee decided, and he reached out to us to let us know that, you know, they were going to make report. But even in the you know, going to make report, they could still provide some information. The thing is, even the chairperson will come along with him.
With what Dr. Jala has said, or I prefer to call him Reverend Thomas Jala, says, you know, Reverend Dr. Thomas Jala, because I think he's trying to clearly lay out the chain of command so that we can be able to follow. So maybe if we get to the chairperson, chief spokesperson,
we will definitely reach out. We will reach out.
So let's try to reach out to her to see if
we're going to reach out tonight. We're going to reach out tonight, and folks, we want to encourage you to please keep tuned. That by we're gonna probably have our we are working on it, so we might have our our premier program, the midweek program. We're going to have it up, so watch out for the flyer. We're going to be having a premier program. Maybe we could have the committee during our week, midweek program. We can have the committee, or we can have the GS. Okay, the GS will be right on the compound. We can have the GS just to speak to the LCL. Speak to the LCL. We know that when our leaders appear on this platform, a lot of people are interested. They want to ask a lot of questions. But again, there are some questions, if you cannot just respond to them, maybe you can just say, listen, I will respond to that another time, and we all can move forward. Then to just stay away. And Reverend Jala, we want to say thank you very much for the advice that you provided. But let's just recognize some of our people quickly, Ambassador, quickly. Then we can take words from the Reverend P. Reverend P is back with us on the phone, so we'll take words from Reverend P. But let's just recognize some of our people quickly.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, our brother Rich Kennedy, we want to say thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. Brother Jerome, no, not Jerome, but Judomoon Colley. Judomoon Colley, we want to say thank you. Judomoon Colley, we want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much. Our Mother Victoria Nangbe Johnson. Thank you very much. She's always following us. Yes, Mother Johnson will say thank you very much. The Reverend Jada is here. We want to recognize the Reverend Jada. He said he's somewhere out there. Yeah, this man's an international pastor. Yeah. And also want to recognize our Mother Koyon. Mother Koyon, want to recognize you. Want to say thank you very much. She's following us always. And like we said earlier, that the Reverend J. Louis McKay is following us. And also the Reverend Wokolo Colley. Wokolo Colley, want to say happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Reverend McKay, Reverend Jala. Happy Father's Day. And also, I left this father behind, for last. Our father Menipele K. Sumo. Reverend, sorry, I'm saying Reverend. Anyway, we are all, in the Lutheran, in our Lutheran setting, we believe in the priesthood of all believers. So if I should call him Reverend Menipele K. Sumo, I mean, we are all messengers of Christ Jesus. So again, he says that I'm monitoring the platform from St. Louis, always from St. Louis, Missouri. Father Sumo, hopefully you can get a chance to join us in Minneapolis. Hopefully I can see you. If you come up there, I'll be able to see you, in person. Yeah, I'm so much wishing to see you in person. And he said many thanks for your role, for all your roles in making sure the platform is active and informative to the community and people. Yes, thank you so much, Father Menipeke Sumo. Again, like I said, hopefully, we'll be seeing you up there in Minneapolis in August 18th to the 20th. I'm very, very much, excited and looking forward to seeing you. I want to see you in person so that I can get the clear pronunciation of this name, because I don't want to rely on Josiah Jokai and Ambassador Jerry Tablo. I don't want to rely on them where a couple say they know. I want even the Reverend Sister Yakbazu. I don't want to rely on him. I want to get the clear pronunciation from the father. Many
you move from them.
I throw fire bomb all around. Yeah, but let's get our Reverend. Our Reverend is ready. Let's get closing comment from our Reverend.
Reverend, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, now you can give us some closing comments, please.
Well, the only thing I want to say in closing is that I really look forward to this verification and you especially investigating into what happened, because people live story after people hearing when they are dead.
Yeah.
Our children are members of this church. I don't want anybody pointing to them saying your father did this, your father did that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want my name to be clear.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I want. Besides that, the actual assets of LTI that have been squandered, it should be recovered. That's my closing message.
Thank you so much, Reverend P. Reverend, I mean, we can't thank you enough. I mean, despite you have to travel from, Monrovia to wherever you are going, but you still stay here with us. You were here with us last week. Unfortunately, we could not continue. But again, want to say thank you so much. Thank you. And we cannot thank you enough. We want to say happy Father's Day to you. All right.
Everyone want to say thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Willie,
Thank you. So, yeah.
I think we ourselves we have to give our parting comments
Yeah.
to viewers for this wonderful show and for following us. We want to promise you that we'll continue to keep the fire burning. We'll continue to ensure that we are always on air. And sorry for some of the lapses. Sometimes it happens due to busy schedule, or sometimes it happens as a result of bad internet connectivity. As Willie said, we are coming up with a schedule, and we'll be making contact with our various parishes, and we will also be making our debut, maybe we'll say maiden edition on a weekly basis, at least one time in the week, but maybe we'll call it a lunch hour. And so at least it affords opportunity to many of our listeners who may not have the time to follow at night, to follow, during lunchtime, and to be able to make their contribution. And we are hoping to have maybe somebody from the bishop office, perhaps Reverend J. Louis G. McKay or the GS, to come up to give us the happenings within the office of the bishop, so to speak. And so we want you to watch out for it. And we'll also be ensuring that we get in touch with our parishes, the council chairperson, and the pastor to get on the show, so that we call it spotlight on our parishes, so that we can get some information, so we know what's going on at the parish level. And then with our programs, so we get the heads of the programs to come on, so we know what's going on at the program level. Of course, we continue to maintain the last Sunday for the Bishop Hour, so our dynamic bishop can come in and give us a whole rundown of some of his own activities and what's going on at the level of the LCL. I think we're anticipating the bishop ready to come anytime soon, and he has a lot in store for us. I want to believe, Willie.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Next Sunday, okay. Next Sunday is Bishop Hour. So if we are doing anything midweek, we'll try to reach out, and like the names that you mentioned, they are all powerful names. Talking about the office of the bishop assistant, we will reach out. We will also reach out to the office of the general secretary. We will reach out to the chairperson of the treasurer search committee, and we'll also reach out to the dean. I know the dean is traveling right now, but he can be on the airline. He can be on one of the aircrafts, and he got Wi-Fi. He will still join us. So we this maiden edition, we want, we really want one of those people up there. Okay, and the dean can correct me if I'm wrong. I also understand that the dean is the chairperson of BMTEA. That's one of the most powerful committees, in the church, the BMTEA. So yes, and also spotlight on the parishes as well. So we have the men, women, the women, youth, and we have the pastoral fellowship. So we have 4 fellowships and some other groups. So we'll be bringing them. Again, the platform is
Wait before you close. Do you have any information on the pension scheme? I think the person who has that pension committee, or I don't know if that committee or what, we need to get them here, so we talk a bit of the pension in the LCL. It's interesting, and we need to know what's going on there.
No, absolutely. I've been hearing some things about it too. So we need to, maybe we can do either the pension requires some time to talk. I think we'll be on a Sunday. A Sunday will be good. A Sunday will be good to really talk about pension. The maiden edition, we'll have some people coming, but we really want to talk about pension. But I'm excited to let you know that Aliyah convention is coming. Assembly. Sorry, we had we had a constitution review, and it is assembly. So I want to correct myself. Aliyah assembly is coming up. It's going to be in Minneapolis. Okay. We're going to have a virtual pre-assembly. We're going to have a virtual pre-assembly on the 5th of August. I will send a link out, and I want to invite you, ambassador. It's going to be on a Saturday. If you can take the time to just join us, and be part of that as well. And we're going to also have in person. I don't know if I'm going to be the one to break the news, but someone very special from Liberia will be joining us in Minneapolis. So yes, someone very special from Liberia will be joining us in Minneapolis. Yes, I'm excited. Like I said, hopefully our father Menipeleke Sumo we have the chance to attend so that I can see him in person. But until then, we want to thank you all so much. We are going to be reaching out. Look out for our maiden edition breakfast, MLC Talk breakfast. Look out for that. And again, until we meet you next Sunday, this has been a production, MLC Talk production by the team. And we want to say have a great, wonderful, and blessed week. Thank you all so much.